What if I told you that trying too hard might be the reason you're not succeeding? Studies show that burnout has increased by 67% in the last 3 years, not because people are lazy, but because they're constantly pushing, forcing, and grinding without taking a moment to breathe. Let me ask you something. Are you truly living, or are you just chasing after something? There's a significant difference. In today's world, we're taught to pursue everything: success, money, fame, and love. We're told to go faster, work harder, and never stop. But here is the reality that often goes unspoken. Sometimes, the harder you push, the more life pushes back. You may start waking up tired, losing joy in the things you once loved, and straining your relationships. Your mind can become noisy, anxious, and overwhelmed. Why does this happen? Because you're out of alignment. You're trying so hard to make things happen that you've forgotten how life works. Today, we will discuss why you don't need to force your way through life and how real growth occurs when you let go and trust the process. Effort is reasonable. Force isn't. Let's clarify one thing. This isn't about being lazy. Putting in effort, showing up, and being disciplined are all positive actions that contribute to success. However, there's a fine line between effort and force. Effort feels like planting seeds and watering them regularly. Force feels like yanking on the leaves, hoping they will grow faster. And we both know that's not how nature works. So, ask yourself, are you putting in steady effort, or are you trying to force outcomes that you're not yet ready for? Because force creates resistance, while effort creates momentum. One drains you, and the other builds you up. Timing is more important than speed. We live in a world obsessed with speed. How fast did they make their first $10,000? How quickly did she lose 30 pounds? How rapidly did that video go viral? But life doesn't reward speed, it rewards alignment. Think of it like surfing. You don't force the wave to come. Instead, you learn to paddle, stay alert, and catch it when it arrives. You don't need to rush the wave, you just need to be ready when it comes. Trying to force success before you're prepared is like planting seeds and yelling at the soil. You don't need to yell. You need to wait. And during that waiting period, that's when you truly grow. There is a well-known story about a man who saw a butterfly struggling to break free from its cocoon. Feeling empathetic, he gently cut the cocoon to help it out. However, once the butterfly was free, it couldn't fly. Its wings were weak. It never developed the strength it needed because the struggle was part of the process. That's how life works. The pain, the waiting, and the moments when nothing seems to be happening, these are when your wings are forming. If you try to skip those moments, you miss out on the strength they provide. So, avoid trying too hard to escape discomfort, let it shape you. Life doesn't need to be hacked. We live in an age obsessed with shortcuts. Top 3 productivity hacks. 10 ways to become a millionaire overnight. Lose 20 pounds in 7 days. Everyone is searching for the fast track. But here's what nobody tells you. Life isn't a game to be hacked. It's an experience to be lived. Every detour, every heartbreak, and every delay holds value. The so-called slow path is often the right one, the one that builds your character, teaches you patience, helps you understand people, and leads you to become someone worth being. Trying too hard to speed up the process can disconnect you from the lessons you need the most. You don't need to cheat the process. You need to trust it. Consider something simple, like a tree. You plant a seed, water it, and ensure it gets sunlight. But then what? You wait. You don't dig it up every day to check its growth. You don't yell at the roots, and you don't throw it in the microwave hoping for results in 60 seconds. You wait. You trust. And over time, it grows slowly, quietly, and powerfully. You are that seed. You don't need to force yourself to become a tree. You just need the proper habits, the right environment, and time. Sometimes, doing less can give you more. This may sound strange, but it's true. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. Have you ever lost sleep trying to solve a problem, only to wake up with the answer when you stop thinking about it? Or tried too hard to impress someone and ended up pushing them away? Or perhaps you obsessed over making something perfect and it never got done? That's the paradox of trying too hard. you end up resisting the flow of life. When you slow down, detach from the outcome, take aligned action, and let go, that's when things start falling into place. This is what athletes refer to as flow state. It's not about forcing results, it's about being in the moment. And trust me, life happens in the moment. Jim Carrey once shared in an interview that before he became famous, he wrote himself a $10 million check and gave himself 5 years to cash it. The key point is that he didn't obsess over it every day. He didn't force opportunities to come his way. Instead, he practiced patience, honed his craft, and consistently showed up. Right before the deadline, he landed the role in Dumb and Dumber, earning that $10 million paycheck. That's what alignment, timing, and trusting the process look like. He didn't try to force his dreams to manifest overnight. He prepared for them, and life met him halfway. Key truths to remember. Let's summarize. Effort is healthy, but forcing things is draining. You don't need speed, you need timing. The struggle is a part of building strength. You can't hack life, you can only live it. Letting go creates space for flow. So, if you are feeling tired, frustrated, or like nothing is working, take a moment to stop and breathe. Detach yourself from the situation. You're not failing, you're forming. Consider this: when you hold sand tightly in your fist, it slips through your fingers. However, when you have it gently, it remains in place. That's how life operates as well. The more you grip, force, and panic, the more peace escapes you. But when you loosen your grip, stay present, and trust the timing, life responds in surprising ways. Sometimes, surrendering isn't about giving up, it's about leveling up. Trust life's intelligence. Life has its rhythm and a divine intelligence. Just like the seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, your life has its seasons too. You can't rush winter into summer, but you can prepare for it. You can rest and align yourself. Just as the moon doesn't rush to be full, and rivers don't rush to reach the ocean, you don't need to rush either. Nature takes its time, and yet everything gets done. So, why should your journey be any different? When your time comes, and it will, you will be ready. Stop trying so hard to control the outcome. Instead, focus on becoming the person who is ready for it. The moment you stop chasing is often when life catches up to you. If this message gave you even one shift in mindset or one breath of peace, then please do one thing today: hit that subscribe button. This channel isn't about hype, it's about truth, alignment, and growth without burnout. If you are tired of forcing life, welcome home. More videos are coming to help you grow gently, powerfully, and purposefully. We will see you in the next one.